Hey yo guys, this is Biboyharanero and today we have the Comica STA-U2. This is packed with multiple features in which I'm going to show you right now. So we're not using any kind of processing for our voice right now. Let me switch it up to podcast mode. And when we're using the podcast mode, you'll see that there's a lot more lower end. And then this one is for streaming mode. As you can see, there's a lot more highs there. So when you're gaming and there's a lot of booms and gunfire, your voice is able to chop through that sound. And the last mode here is the singing mode. So you can use this for karaoke. Unfortunately, you're not able to change how much echo there is. So I'll be recording with the podcast mode for the meantime. Oops, you might have heard that car. So what Comica sent me is the STA-U2A. This one includes a boom arm already with it. I've already installed it over there. I'm not sure, the camera can't see it, but the STA-U2D has a desktop stand. Same unit, just different stands. So right now, I have the streamer mode activated. What you get inside the box, aside from the stand, is, of course, the cable. You get its mount, and you get a pop filter. So this pop filter is built for the mount itself. You can attach it right there, and then it's going to protect your microphone from pops. There's an airplane passing through right now. Don't know if it's heard. My windows are open and the door is also open. So I'm still using the streamer mode. I just removed the foam cap here so you could hear if there's any plosives there. With the bees, peace, and the pa without the foam cap. I haven't tried it actually. Let me try to hear it. So far, it performed better than I expected. Being a condenser microphone, I feel like there's already a thin layer of foam inside. How about I use this? And this is what it's going to sound like. If you were to choose between a foam cap and this windscreen, I'd choose the windscreen for voice quality. You can hear the people outside. That's how loud this microphone is. Very, very sensitive. I'm whispering right now, but I can hear my voice super duper clearly as if I am whispering in my own ears. So fast forward tonight, it's a lot more quiet where I am right now. The only source of noise besides my voice is my AC turned on. Anyways, let's talk about the cons here real quick and some of the reasons why I feel this microphone can be made better. Number one, when I'm using some different settings like the podcast mode or the streamer mode, I would clip. For some reason, right now, I'm not clipping when there's no processing turned on. Number two, you're stuck with the monitoring turned on. So there's no option for you to turn it off. What you can do is you can just use a different audio device for playback of your PC, but you're kind of stuck with the monitoring on when you're using this with your Android or your iPhone. Of course, this microphone still has some pros, which we're going to talk about right now. So number one, out of the box, you get a shock mount. Without the shock mounts, I'm hearing a lot more of my keyboard noise, the taps of my tables, and all that. In this case, you have it with you, including a pop filter. Number two, there's ease of control with this microphone, having all the buttons and the knobs in front of the microphone. Some microphones that I've used in the past, they have their knobs and buttons at the back, and it's just difficult for you to visualize where your gain is. Number three is the settings for its pickup. Podcast, streamer, and karaoke. My favorite mode here is the streamer mode. Even if I speak with kind of a lot more bass in my tone, this balances it out. And I'm wishing that the microphones that are gonna be released in the future have this feature at least. So people with different vocal tones can choose a setting that would work best for them. The podcast mode would work well for women, and the presence boost would work well for men to balance out the tones of their voices. So I'm already editing the video. And there's one thing that I forgot to mention, which is also a pro. The capsule on this microphone is super duper sensitive. In the max gain portion of this whole video, you would notice that it's hearing even the tiny little bit of sound from the outside of my house. That's how sensitive the capsule is. So you can use this for ASMRs, mukbangs, social, mukbang, and all those types of things, even for keyboard sound tests. Anyways, these are the cons, these are the pros. What do you think of this microphone? Do you think there are more rooms for improvements that Comica could make to their microphones? Comment it down below, and I'm hoping Comica looks into this video, reads your comment, and make their next lineups
better. This is Biboyharanero.